vendors was strategically those with the largest followings. Large followings indicates there's activity on Twitter. The venue, Chateau St. Jean, had less than 100 followers, but they don't tweet. So why would it make sense for me to highlight Chateau St. Jean if there's a really low likelihood of them retweeting me? The goal always is to get a retweet or to notify those people that I'm writing. So I chose The Knot, Details Genie, the coordinator, and Farm Girl Flowers. And I included a photo. Give people a reason to actually stop and look. Now, what I want to do is highlight one of the vendors who highlighted the photos. So this was from The Knot. Can't get over these gorgeous can't get over these gorgeous hashtag The Knot Dream Wedding photos from @Jasmine Starr. Now, one thing I want to talk about was that the creative team shared images by way of Twitter. This is one particular look at The Knot, but others who shared were the coordinator, the florist, the venue, the linen company, and Creative Live. So, knowing those things, let's talk about what resulted from these Twitter efforts. So our Twitter marketing efforts. In less than 2 days, we had the potential to reach 304,000 followers. This is incredible. Do I think that all 304,000 followers saw it? No. But do I think a chunk of them did? Yes. And my marketing theory is you throw enough mud on the wall, some of it's going to stick. So let's move in to Instagram. So this was a sneak peek that I shared. How do you get the contact from all of vendors? And in a previous lesson, I talked about what I do in advance. I will find out from the bride or the coordinator who's involved with the wedding, and then I will do my homework in advance because I want their Instagram handles. I want everything ready. So this was hashtag, because I want, yes, for my images to come up in when somebody looks for Sonoma, Sonoma Wedding, Chateau St. Jean, the Knot Dream Wedding. I added all of those. Now, because I was working with a new creative team, by and large, I was new to everybody and everybody was new to me. So how do I go out and find how to create those connections? Because my goal was to get everybody involved. So somebody had told me that a rising tide raises all ships. So what could I do to help raise the tide? I sent an email. So what happens is a few days before the wedding, which happens quite often with a coordinator, and if it does not happen, and if you're not working with a coordinator, you can do it on your own. She sent an email to the creative team and said, here is the timeline. This is what time everybody's starting. These are the cameras that'll be there, yada, yada, yada. So when she sent that email that had everybody listed on it, I was like, gold mine, you just did my work. So I emailed everybody back, and I didn't ask for permission. So this is what transpired. Jeannie, the coordinator, you are a dream to work with and for. Thank you for all your hard work. I can't wait to see it come to wedding. I can't wait to document your artisanship later this week. Because this is such a great opportunity for us to collaborate, I put together an Instagram cheat sheet in case you want to share the images as part of this event. I tried to make it as easy as possible to simply copy and paste. The hashtag Knot Dream Wedding by @TheKnot for serendipity. I listed everybody and I highlighted what everybody did, right? So simply copy and paste. I did my best to find everyone's Instagram from their websites, but if I missed you, please feel free to add. Lastly, my goal is to send the team 20 to 25 sneak peek images from the wedding day no later than 6 p.m. on the same day as the wedding. So yes, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me a line, Shine On, JStar, and then I listed all forms of my social media, to be honest, to prove credence. I listed my Facebook because I have a following. I listed my Twitter because I have a following. That I'm not following, that I'm active on the, even if you have 20 followers on Twitter, but you're active, it shows that you're using it. I'm putting out that I'm active on Instagram. So in case anyone was like, who is this girl? So let's talk about how things transpired. Brief overview. The Knot shared my images. Jeannie, the coordinator, shared my images multiple times, multiple times, multiple times. Flower Farm Girls, twice. The Linen Company, the band, the fact that everybody was prepared to know who did what made it very effective. So I can't help but wonder, maybe this would have happened organically, but I didn't want to leave it a chance. I didn't want to say, hey, you guys, maybe you can give me photo credit, or hey, maybe, no, let's all do this together. So let's talk about our Instagram marketing efforts, our Instagram marketing efforts. In less than 2 days, we reached at minimum 591,000 people on photos that I'm just aware of. There's other stuff that's floating around. Do I think that I worked and had a hand to contribute to this type of success? Yes. Do I think that this type of success is relegated just to me? Never. What I just showed you, please copy and paste it and send it to your creative team at the next wedding. Set yourself up for this type of success and start growing your... So that was just an Instagram. So now let's hit the moneymaker. Let's go to Facebook. Now, we're not even including the sneak peek. Remember, because we already talked about the sneak peek. The sneak peek was addressed in a previous lesson on Facebook when it came to expressing appreciation. Now we're just getting solely into wedding marketing. Beyond thrilled to share tagging the Not Dream Wedding. I blogged it here. So one thing I want to talk about honestly is I know that Facebook, I get the most drive from Facebook. So if I get the most drive from Facebook, I want to share my wedding on Facebook twice, but in 2 different ways. I simply can't copy and paste the same update. So this is the first of 2. Now, I'm going to update with a link to my blog. Statistics show that people in the organic platform in which they are in. So I know that. So I know that I'm not going to get as much punch from this link, but I'm still going to do it for those who are willing to bounce over. Now, what I want you to notice is that there were over 66,000 people who reached this post just from my page. There were over 1,500 likes. There were 95 comments, and there were 4 shares. Okay, so this is approach 1 on Facebook on the day that I blogged it. Now what I want to do is go to approach 2. Now, for those who don't like to leave the organic platform of Facebook, I will, about 3-4 hours later, update a folder of images. So I update a folder of images, and all of these images that go in the folder are the exact same images that were on the blog. I am not doing any extra work. I'm simply dragging those photos on over, and I'm including the story. That story that I posted on my blog goes into the body of this folder. I'm not doing any extra work, but I'm finding a way to personalize this approach on Facebook. Now, of details. I'm linking to her page. I'm linking to the knot. I'm linking to Farm Girl Flowers. I'm linking to Wildflower Linen. A rising tide raises ships. If I want another business to link to my page, I must link to their page. It's etiquette. It is absolute etiquette. Now, this particular post reached over 40,000 people reached. It had 1,200 likes. It had 75 comments, and it had 12 shares. So I want to highlight what the knot did. The day couldn't have been any more beautiful. Photo, link to my page, sharing images from the wedding that I had sent as part of that first push. And I can't tell you how many people it reached because I'm not an owner to that page. You will only be able to see reach if you're an owner of that page. What I do know is that the knot has 400,000 likes on their page. So do I think they had a great reach? I do. I do. So let's talk about our Facebook marketing efforts. In less than 12 hours, this is what transpired. 108,000 people reached. 2,700 likes. 100